let's start just with the Yankees real quick.
All right.
The Yankees, obviously, they're going to the World Series for the 41st time in franchise history. They're playing the Dodgers. They have played the Dodgers multiple times since 1941. Most of those were against the Brooklyn Dodgers, and now they're facing off against the Dodgers for the first time since 1981, the year I was born, which they lost that year. And that was a strike-shortened year, surprisingly. So we're excited. They won. I know a lot of people are hating on the Yankees, saying they have the easiest road and they have the highest payroll.
Yeah, I'm going to get into that, Mike. I want to respond to that right away. To anybody who says, "Oh, the Yankees had the easiest path," and I've also seen a ton of comments online of people who were like, "They only got in because the Astros weren't there to stop them." Let me fucking tell you something. The Astros were only in the playoffs this year because the team they were chasing blew a 10-game lead.
Right.
They won a trash division because every other team in that division had a negative run differential. Okay. Yeah. They're not the world beaters that all the people try to make them out to be. They don't have the starting pitching depth. In a 7-game series, the Yankees would have smoked them this year. In fact, they did 7 times during the regular season, and the Yankees won 6 of them. So anybody saying, "Oh, they had an easy path and the Astros could have stopped them," no, they couldn't have. All right. And by the way, they actually didn't have the least difficult path, rather, because if you think about it, the team they played in the ALCS to get in was the 2 seed. So by definition, they had the hardest possible team on their bracket to play in order to get in. And they got in. So I don't want to hear out of anybody.
That's why they play the regular season. They can win. They won their division. The Orioles didn't do it. The Astros didn't win their division. Well, they did win their division.
They did. They won a trash division, and they still had to play in the wild card round because their division is trash.
The only team I think the Yankees, look, they were sloppy. They didn't play clean this postseason, so it was still a struggle for them to win, despite them having the best record. So it wasn't as easy as ever. It's not like they just swept both series. But they had to – I would have liked them to play the Astros and Baltimore, and I hope they would have beat them both. Baltimore probably would have given them a hassle. For some reason, the Yankees had a hard time with Baltimore this year.
No, that's the other team ever winning. Yeah, the other team always says, Baltimore and Houston were the teams they did. Like, yes, the Baltimore did play the Yankees tough, but you know who they didn't play tough? Every team they played other than the Yankees since June.
Yeah.
So I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that the Yankees would have lost to them. So yeah,
you know what? Playoffs.
Exactly. It's not their fault. It's not the Yankees' fault.
Brian has disappeared. He's a spinning wheel of infinity right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
He'll be back eventually.
Wi-Fi is okay.
Yeah,
he'll hop back in.
I don't want to hear it out of any fan saying, "Oh, they had the easiest thing." And the other thing people have been saying too, and this really bothers me, is they say, "Oh, well, the Dodgers and the Yankees have the 2 highest payrolls." Right. You know what? I'm going to say this to all you people who are criticizing about that. Where were you in 2018 when the 2 highest payrolls were the Red Sox and the Dodgers, and they were in? I didn't hear a peep out of anybody then. I don't want to hear a peep out of anybody now. Yeah, all right? People are only saying it because it's the Yankees. They're working backwards from their conclusion, which is, "I hate the Yankees. How can I criticize them?" No. You have to throw every high payroll team under the bus if you're going to throw the Yankees into the bus. It's only fair.
Just say you hate the Yankees. I'd rather hear that.
And I'm fine with that. Go ahead. We welcome your hate, but don't make it some weak thing like, "Oh,
you hate the Yankees." If you're not a fan, of course, they're the most dominant team in sports history. So of course you're going to hate them. I hate the Patriots because they were winning for so many years.
Which
you're going to hate the teams that win all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And again, fair enough. People, you want to see somebody else win. We always do. Like last year's World Series was Texas versus Arizona, and you know what? Nobody cared. So all these people who are saying, "Oh, we like to see somebody else get it." Well, dude, we gave you 2 Southwest teams, one like a mid to high market team, the other one a smaller market team. They were in, and no one cared. So you know what? I just don't want to hear it out of everybody. This year's World Series is going to be so epic. You have the 2 biggest stars, the 2 biggest payrolls, of course, the 2 biggest cities.
Yeah,
this is going to be probably the biggest World Series of, I don't know, the last 20 years, 30 years.
It's going to be huge.
It's going to be huge.
And the other part of it with the whole complaining about the payroll and stuff, the Yankees haven't won a World Series in 15 years. They haven't been to the ALCS since what? Well, they played the Astros And then one other time, what was it, 2000?
No, it's 2017, 2019, and 2022. They were in the LCS.
Okay, so I'm an idiot.
Those were arguable World Series teams based on
I'm an idiot.
if you factor out the shenanigans that the Astros did, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, the fact is, cheating or not, they haven't been there in 15 years. So everyone's saying, oh, it's only the highest payroll teams. No, it isn't. And the Yankees are proof that it's not. I read a thing, I forgot how much it was, but they've spent like $2 billion or something to not go to the World Series over the last 15 years. Payroll does not guarantee success.
No. If you look at the World Series winners in the past 15 years, there's been a lot of smaller market teams who've won. There's been a lot of, what is the word? Parity? When there's a lot of just different teams getting in. I mean, there haven't been many multiple back-to-back winning teams since really the Yankees dynasty. I mean, the Astros are always in it. Dodgers are always in it. Yes, the Yankees are always in the playoffs. I'm talking about
and don't forget the Royals. They didn't win it, but they did go twice in a row in 14 and 15.
Well, they won. They beat the Mets, and they lost the year before, and they went back to back. Yeah. So and somebody
has. Oh, sorry. Finish your thought. Sorry.
Well, I was going to say the guy from John Boy, Joe McFly, the big Yankee fan. He was posting something about the which team was it? One of the smaller market teams. The owner is worth more than Steinbrenner by $1 billion. These people don't invest. These owners don't invest in their teams. Yeah. Look at the Pittsburgh Pirates. They make more money when they lose. They don't invest in the team.
Yeah. Well, the guy's name is Nutting, by the way, from the Pittsburgh. And then
what was it?
I think it's Bob Nutting is the owner of the Pirates. And basically, he realized a number of years ago, hey, if I have a really nice stadium, tourists will come fill the seats in the summertime, even if the team sucks. And he makes more money. And also, they get to collect revenue sharing because they're in smaller markets, kind of like the Oakland A's, or that's a whole other situation. Right. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear anybody moaning and complaining, oh, high payrolls. But look, the Dodgers are also proof of that. They've won one World Series since 1988, and it was the COVID year. So some people don't even count that. I do. I think actually that was harder, but that's another different conversation. So all these people criticizing the two biggest teams in payroll, shut up. Just shut up. You're wrong. And if you're going to fucking criticize the Yankees, again, 2018, you got to say it about the Red Sox too. Oh, that's right. You don't want to say it about the Red Sox. You only want to say it about the Yankees. So screw you, everyone. Fucking piss off. I'm so tired of hearing about the Yankees payroll.
The guy's name was Nutting. I just want to confirm Nutting.
Nutting, yes. The guy that owns the Pirates, his name is Nutting.
Nutting.
Speaking of a team,
he's nutting everywhere. He's nutting everywhere.